And we're live in 5, 4, 3. No, I'm joking. I'm not going to stay on here long. I just wanted to talk about Arabic and why it's so hard to study. Okay, I'm a really crappy studier, and sometimes I'm not really consistent with it, so it's kind of weird to even talk about studying. But at the same time, Arabic is not easy to understand, or I don't know, to study. Studying languages that are outside of your script, meaning like the letters that you write with, can be difficult. Like, yes, Portuguese, Spanish, French, Italian can be hard, but you're at least using the same letters. But when you venture out into a language that is not the same script, then that can be pretty hard, like very hard. And with Arabic, because I'm not really getting like formal training, I was getting help with the letters. So I originally started off with someone from Egypt who was a guy, and he would help me with Arabic, more so Fusha, because everyone says start with basically Fusha Arabic, or like closest to classical Arabic or something like that, or it is classical Arabic. I still haven't figured that out yet. But there's modern standard, also called MSA, which is spoken in the news and things like that. And then there's what else? Then they say there's classical Arabic, which is like in the Quran, which is very old. But anyway, and then there's dialect, lahka. There's dialects. So there's the dialect from Morocco. There's a dialect from Egypt. There's dialect from Tunisia, Nigeria, all those North African countries. Then there's the Gulf dialects, the Khaliji accents, things like that. Then there's the Levantine dialects, which I think consists of, I can't think of the word. What's the country with begins with L? Lebanon, Jordan, and I'm not sure about Palestine, but I know Jordan and Lebanon are the Levantine dialects. And they probably differ a little bit even in region to region within each country. But they always tell you, if you don't learn modern standard Arabic, you should learn Egyptian Arabic. So I was kind of started off learning some words in Egyptian Arabic, which, words like for Saida, which is nice to meet you. And for modern standard, I think it's Soretu Bilika, right? And originally I was just learning Fusa. So that has its own grammar rules, basically, which differs from Egyptian Arabic. That's what's so confusing. Like, it's just so confusing. And I think it differs greatly, more than like Spain from Spanish compared to Dominican Spanish, because like even Dominican study, well, I guess it's similar, but it's still something different about it. Like Dominicans have their own dialect of Spanish that can be quite different from what other people can understand. And then there's Colombian Spanish, and then there's Peruvian Spanish. But I just feel like something different about the way Arabic varies. Arabic really, really varies. Like it really, really does. So who's on here? Who's that one person online with me? Say hello. Hello. But the problem with Arabic is, for one, I don't have like a formal language learning lover. I don't have like someone teaching me Egyptian Arabic, and there aren't a lot of resources. There was this site online called Arabic Sky or Arabic Desert Sky, but I don't know if that's like if that website was all that safe, like as far as not giving your computer a virus. Because I think something happened to my computer after using it, so I stopped using it. I need something to help me with the pronunciation. I basically need like a tutor or a teacher, but I'm too cheap. So yeah, I need that. And originally I was speaking to my language partner who is Egyptian, but he lives in China, that's a big time difference. And he would teach me sentences, because I'm a big on learning a sentence rather than just like little word here. How do you say rice? Orts. How do you say, like Baddie, all these words. How do you say student? because I learned a few words and then I'm like, okay, I know if I just learn little words here and there, then I won't want to learn the language in general because I'll get like bored and I'll get frustrated with being not being able to complete a sentence. I think you have to really start off learning the sentences first. The sentences first. That's hard to say. I have a gap. But yeah. And I don't know. I think I'm gonna like, I don't know. I'm kind of at a, what is it? In a language rut, trying to find time to study and just studying the right things. I always say, like, originally, study things that you know you're going to say. So, you know, if you talk about makeup a lot, learn how to say things about makeup in Arabic. First off, learn how to say your daily routine. Yes, the language struggle, language learner. I'm going to call you 3L, 3LW. No, I'm just playing. 3L. Language learning lover. Yeah, it's confusing. Just start off learning what you need to say, especially if you're talking to a language partner. So if you need to say, call me back. What are you doing right now? What are you eating? Do you have this in your country? Or I was taking notes. Can you write that down? Send it to me. Kina. Hey, Kina. With the K. Mine's, I don't like saying my full government name, so I just go by Kiki online. But you probably know it. So I just go by Kiki because this was originally called Kiki Learns Languages. If you've been on this very deserted channel long enough, you know it was called Kiki Learns Languages. But it was someone else with this name. And it was like, I don't know. So I just changed it. And then she ended up changing hers altogether too. So I'm like, okay. That's what happened. But I guess the Kikis like languages. Oh, I know it's not a fly in here. Oh my goodness. I can't stand flies. I cannot stand like how did the fly get in? Is the front door open? I cannot stand flies. Like I cannot like function if a fly is around me because it's just ugh. And it gets on your food. But anyway, that's my. I don't know. I was going to say something in Spanish. Like I think originally I was going to make this video in Spanish, but I don't know. Because I feel like I make these videos in different languages. Usually I rarely talk in English on this channel. Well, sometimes I do. But I'm like, I think it got so bad that some people thought I really wasn't American or from the US or something, or they thought I was from another country. I guess people who didn't speak the language because they would be able to, like someone who's a native speaker, they know that I'm not from that country. But if you're not a native speaker, then you'd be like, oh, where is she from? What language is she speaking? Someone thought I was Brazilian. I'm like, you're really pushing it there. Brazilian? No. No, it's not the fly from the man. I'm telling you, these flies are like they overpopulating or something. See, did you see it? It better not land on my head. I didn't watch the debate, but I saw that meme or that clip about the fly landing on his head. I was like, oh my gosh. And I kept wondering, like on Twitter, like, what are they talking about a fly? Why are they talking about flies? Like, ooh, that fly's getting on my nerves. And I hear it buzzing and stuff. Fan on my scarf. I don't want to get this my head scarf. Anyway. Yeah. It flew by you too. I'm telling you, this is like The Ring or something. Remember that fly that landed on her face or whatever from The Ring? Don't watch that video. Once you watch that video with the fly on what person? Who was that person in the debate? The fly landed on his head. Who was his name? Ooh, I can't think of it right now. I have not been really. It's like I've been involved in watching or looking at clips about politics, but I'm kind of burnt out about politics and just a lot of stuff. Just, too much like negative stuff. I have to like detox from it. It's just life is just getting too toxic. I just cannot focus on all this negative stuff anymore. It's just like ugh. I have so many like deaths and sick people. Same. I'm trying to guard I'm trying to guard my sanity, girl. Trying to guard my sanity. I should have made a video about like anxiety in Spanish, but I didn't know if I had the language and tools to express that. Because I try to think of these different things to talk about in different languages. My Arabic is not even there to even express that. but I'm trying to get it to a place where I can say certain things about certain situations. But with Spanish, I could say some things, but I don't know. When you're starting to talk about really complex things and mental health and things like that, I feel like I would need to really look up some terms and sentences, and I would need someone else to help me, like my language partner, to get me where I need to be able to express all of that. And one thing, I think I need them to stop speaking to me in English because they're trying to learn English too. So really need to. I really originally in my mind, when you start off with these like language exchanges, you keep saying, okay, you're going to go 30 minutes in English and then I'll go 30 minutes in Spanish or Korean or whatever. But that's not usually how it ended up working, or at least with me, that didn't work like that. I've never got the people with who didn't have ADD, or I don't know. I ended up really like speaking to my language partners, like really talking to them. Like I talk to them more than my own friends, like in America or in the United States. Like I started really talking about my life with them. So the whole 30 minutes in English, 30 minutes Spanish thing didn't work out at all. But I will ask them how to say things, how to translate certain things all the time. Or I like to write. Sometimes I like to write stories. That's what I started off doing when I was learning Spanish from this Dominican guy. We used to talk almost like, I really used to talk to Dominicans like a lot. I mean, like summertime, like it was like almost daily, hours at a time. We would be speaking in English and Spanish about every random topic, just random topics. I don't think I ever, yeah, it would be so random, like a TV show, what people like to do, some funny story that just happened to them, their dating life, all that stuff. Yes, Dominicans speak fast, but they don't. The Dominican guy I talked to, he said we speak fast. I mean, when I mean talk to, I mean like as a language partner, but he said we speak really fast. If you know in English, talk to means something different, especially like among Black Americans. Oh, y'all talk? So anyway, yeah, he said we speak fast, but I tried to speak really fast, like how Dominicans talk. He's like, to him, they don't seem to talk that fast, but they do speak really fast. But sometimes people from Spain speak really fast too. They speak really fast to me. And it's like, I don't know, how do they talk? It's hard to express. Like, pele, pele. They talk funny. To me, I probably sound more Argentinian or something. I don't know. But they talk, it's something weird about the way they talk that it's not always easy to catch up on. There's a lot of lisp and tongue and all that I don't always catch their sentence. Especially these movies on Netflix, the movies with Mario Casas, whatever. Casas, whatever. The guy from Tres Metros Sobre el Cielo. So, see, with these lives, I get so off topic. I don't know. That's why I'm not really a good, I don't know, YouTuber, because I don't really stay on topic. Because I was going to talk about Arabic, but I got off topic. But I wanted to get back on this channel and start doing things on it and building some type of following or whatever. I don't know. Because somebody told me I should do it. It's not just because someone told me to do it. It's because I kind of wanted to do it, but I didn't know what to do, basically. Or what do you think? 3 L's. Language learning lover. Are you there or did you leave? Goal videos. You know what? That's an actual weird thing for me, because even as a person in general, I never really set goals. Like I never said, this is what I'm going to do. It seemed like the more I set them, the less they happen or something. So goal videos. So which goal, what language goal should I set for myself? To be able to do what? To speak conversational, in Arabic or what? What's the goal? What do you guys think, two people online? As far as I'm not getting a response, so I'm waiting. Anyway, well, as far as Arabic, I think my next goal is to be able to write short stories in Arabic. Yeah, I'm trying to get a strategy. That's what I'm saying. Like people ask me like, what do you do to learn these languages? Like I don't feel like I have like a set strategy. I guess I do something, but I never really thought about like what I actually did. Like I said, I try to learn things through sentences. The problem is I don't always go back to study the sentences, but that's what I do. Like I wrote some sentences down for my language partner. Mm, I was trying to get to them, but I didn't want to take too much time trying to find them. Yeah, like my language partner from China, who is Egyptian. I made this one that was trying to be funny. The you is kind, you is smart, and you is important. He's like, I asked him how to say that, but obviously not in that way. But he's like, Inta, Tibi, Zaki, we, Mohim. Like, Zaki is like smart, but Zakia is like for a woman, I think. That's what I learned in Fusha. So, you have to change things according to gender. You have to change the word according to gender. So, what else? Yeah, and I follow, who is it, Nemo? Yeah, I asked him questions. Who is it? I asked him how to say, I woke up, then went to the bathroom to brush my teeth, then I started to cook breakfast. And I told him, write it. Do you use apps? Like, no, I don't. This is why I don't use apps. I was on Hello Talk. I think, yeah. But my it doesn't matter what phone I have. I never have enough space. My phone is all and it starts to freeze and doesn't work. Like right now, my stories don't really work on, or the filters don't work on my stories on Instagram because my phone is just too full. I don't know. It's always too full, and I go back and I delete my history on my phone. I delete all this. I delete a lot of my screenshots. I do take a lot of screenshots for language purposes, I guess. I'll screenshot a sentence or something. Like I'll look up a word on Google and I'll screenshot it. Or like this Come Yati. I just screenshot everything that I see online. I watched some of his videos on YouTube. What's his name? The Linguamid, Lingu Amid, Lingu Amid. Yeah. So some of his stuff. So yeah, I just need someone to practice with consistently. That's usually my problem because if it's like if I have to do it completely by myself, I'm not going to do it. And then because I don't really have a lot of movies in Egyptian, and even I don't know, the movies a little too advanced for me. Like with Spanish, I could eventually catch on to things, but because I don't have the vocabulary to even recognize the words that they're saying, I can't really. Just watching a movie in Arabic, it's not really going to help me. And then there's so many dialects. So, what movie was I watching? There's a movie about Moroccan ladies of the night on Netflix, and I did not understand that movie. So I spend most of the time just like reading the subtitles in English because it's a lot. Hmm. But hello, it says gotta run. Take care. Thank. Bye bye. I'm probably gonna end this. I'm not gonna stay on long. But yeah, I think goal number one for Arabic is um, learn 3 sentences a day and 3 words a day. And eventually, maybe by the end of the month, be able to tell a story in Arabic. Maybe I should learn a story, or just I should learn how to describe a situation that happened in my life in Egyptian Arabic. hello, one person here. But that's what I might do, but I'm not sure.